Hello everybody, today I'm back with more Dr. Mario World, showcasing Dr. Dolphin. As you can see there, I'm also using the assistant Dolphin, which is kind of crazy that you can do something like that. But anyways, we're going into this first level here. As you can see, I've already done it, I did it probably like 5 times, and just only with 2 stars. I kept getting 2 stars over and over and over again. Also, I'd like to point out the fact that the load times seem to be way quicker, which is just kind of crazy that although this game seems like it's almost dying out, they're still implementing a lot of ways to improve your gameplay. But anyways, let's talk about this level. That took me a long time, probably because I just used Dr. Dolphin. If you use someone like Larry or what else? Or Wendy, or no, Wendy wouldn't help, don't bring in Wendy. Or just Wario, of course. It probably would have been better. But basically, I start from the top and work my way down, clearing out the colored crates whenever I can, and then also bringing out the single capsules into the middle where those bombs and shells are. So, or I guess is it just shells? I'm not entirely sure, but basically kind of aim for that as soon as you can, and then the rest of the level mostly opens up, and you have to get rid of all of the colored crates and all the viruses. So virtually everything is going to be gone when you finally clear out this level. And there are a few regular crates that you don't technically have to clear, but they will definitely be gone once you actually beat the level. There's no way that you're not going to get rid of everything. They might as well have just made it a clear condition anyways, because you do it. But like I said, I had a hard time with this one, and I really did feel like it was mostly just because they weren't giving me the colors I needed. I virtually use the same strategy every time. Now, Dr. Dolphin, his skill is to clear bubble viruses, but there aren't any bubble viruses, so he just hits a random enemy. And he really does hit a lot because his skill recharges really quick. Where if you're using someone like Bowser Jr., it would do the same exact thing, except it would take a lot longer to recharge. So in some ways it is good, but also a lot of the times you need the viruses where they are to accurately play the level how it wants to be played, and he kind of disrupts that a lot of the time. So for all these levels, I probably wouldn't recommend bringing him in, but there is one that actually did seem like he was helping out in a lot of ways. But here you can see one of the strategies I use is I get rid of that regular crate, so that when I go for that yellow one at the bottom, all I need to do is hit that virus in the middle, and all of the yellow crates are gone, which is a really good strategy in my opinion. And I cleared the level a lot of times with like 6 capsules and 4 capsules, and that wasn't enough, but with 8 I think I made it by 1,000 points or so. But anyways, let's move on to the next level where I didn't have so much trouble with Dr. Dolphin, but I also got kind of lucky with a lot of the colors that I get. Now for this one, the beginning is pretty straightforward. You're going to go for all of the cannons or the fireball launchers, whatever they're called, and they will get rid of all the coins on those sides, and then you're going to want to get rid of the next set of coins on the other side. Now I got lucky with a double yellow, but you might not get those, and we'll have to start kind of stacking up some of your capsules whenever you need to. But definitely get rid of those coins next. Now work in the middle to get those few coins out of the way, and then all the other coins are unlocked and you can hit anything you want. Now the flasks only spawn in those blocks, but they don't get in your way all that much, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But really the rest of the video just comes down to, or the rest of the level just comes down to hitting these viruses. And towards the top, I think I could have played it better. I would just kind of go for the coins above them and then work your way down. And by top I mean closest to where the capsules come from. That's how I always talk about it, but I know that can be confusing. So like I said, I kind of go where I build from the bottom up there, but you could or I think it may be a better strategy to just clear out the capsules or the coins above them, and then you're easily able to hit the ones underneath the coins. But like I said, the flasks do bring in those blocks, and I never had a problem with them, but I guess maybe they could interfere in some way. But also they could help you if they did go underneath some of those viruses towards the top, that you could just build from that. But here we just have to get rid of those coins down towards the bottom. Just remember, you have to hit all the coins and all the viruses, and then all the blocks are fine. You can leave them wherever they spawn if they're not in your way or anything. And it's definitely a good idea to get rid of those coins on the side before the blocks kind of get in your way for that, because I could definitely see that being a problem. So don't put down too many capsules that you don't need to at the beginning, if possible. Let's just talk about this next stage here. Again, didn't have much of a problem with this one, and this has a kind of a cool effect that goes into play a few times, and it really is just hitting the cannon whenever they open for you. The first one gets rid of this lock at the bottom. Now you're going for that yellow lock underneath all of the rest of those viruses there, making sure to hit the viruses whenever the electro boxes allow you to. And this part here where the two reds and the two blues are like that, it kind of gets annoying because you kind of just have to pick a side to hit one of them so that you can get the other two out easily. And I probably should have picked the other side, because then I get easier access to the yellow lock underneath. But it really is just aiming for that first. Clear out the viruses when you can, but definitely just try to get to the lock as quickly as possible. And then you can always come back to those viruses later. So I finally get the red that I need here. And once I hit this lock, I was kind of confused because it opens all this up, and you can see like the bombs in the middle there are covered in cages, and I didn't know if that would block the cannon in any way. But it really is just hitting that yellow cannon up top, and it'll do the same kind of effect where all the shells will go by and everything. And it's kind of cool to watch if you haven't seen it. So once I finally figured it out here, I go for it. But it does take me a second to kind of think about it and figure out what it exactly wants me to do. But yeah, I finally hit it and see that it worked out. And then the same effect goes where it hits all of the shells and everything. It goes all the way across the bottom, hitting all of those, and then hits the final lock. Now you can go for those bombs whenever you want, but I let a blue one go there itself so that I didn't waste any capsules doing that. You don't really have to do that, but it does save me technically one capsule to leave it alone for a second and wait for the virus to go in the middle. Then you can hit it any of the bombs anywhere, and they will all explode. And they're just covering up some coins underneath them, so they're not a big deal. I guess maybe you could also wait for some of the other colored viruses to possibly go in the middle, and then the bombs would hit those too. Now, none of my viruses really go in the middle or anything, so they wouldn't have cleared out anyways. I guess that yellow one did go in there. But again, it's not necessary, and you shouldn't really have too much of a problem either way you do it. Like, I even used Dr. Dolphin and I didn't have a problem, so it shouldn't be an issue. And I also use the extra colors I have to hit these electro boxes, but you don't have to do that. They aren't required to clear the stage, and I kind of just used the reds and blues that I didn't need anymore to do that. And then I'm able to hit this yellow one again, and I try to get this yellow capsule that I have at the bottom to use towards it, but I accidentally grabbed the blue and not the yellow, and just have to use 2 extra capsules anyways. But I just barely didn't get 3 stars, so you know that'll be fine in points wise. And I don't think that level was all that bad, as long as you know what they want you to do. But moving into this next one, it's our next hard level with that red carpet. And this one took me 2 tries with Dr. Dolphin. And you don't have to clear out... Actually, no, I was wrong. You do have to clear out every single thing on the stage, including all the crates in the middle. And maybe Roy would be really good to bring in. The viruses are pretty easy to clear out, and Dr. Dolphin actually kind of ruins that sometimes. But just go for the sides whenever possible. And then any other colors you have, use towards the iced ones at the top. Or start clearing out some of the crates in the middle. You can start hitting the bombs whenever you want, or you can wait for that the fireball cannon in the middle to do that for you. But I don't think that's really necessary. You might as well just hit it right away, so you can start working towards the middle if you have extra colors. Plus I had those 2 yellows, and I didn't really have anything else to do with them anyways. But as you can see, there's some coins behind there. Now, the coins will be cleared out no matter what, because you do have to hit all the crates anyways. But there are a few ways to most efficiently hit all of the crates, and I'll show you that in a second. But you really do have to hit that cannon first before you can really start working on the crates in the most effective way. So I just kind of start bringing some reds and blues down there. Any yellows that I get, I can hit some extra crates whenever I can. But other than that, it really is just working towards this bottom section here. And I do end up hitting all the viruses before I actually work on the rest of it. But Dr. Dolphin here, I believe, gets rid of this red one for me. And then I have all the viruses out. Now I do believe... Oh wait, no, there's another virus. I couldn't see that one. But I'm pretty sure Dr. Dolphin also hits crates once all the viruses are gone. Which could be good if like I had an extra one remaining. But it actually almost lost me the level. And I'll point that out later. But as you can see, I have this middle section cleared out. And with like those 5 yellows, I was able to get a good amount of it out, and now it's mostly set up so that I can hit it with very few capsules. Like I have this side here that I only need 3 to hit all 3 of those, and then all 4 of these will be hit with just those 3 capsules. This one over towards the side I do have to hit again, but where I mess up here is I use Dr. Dolphin's skill, and he gets rid of that one underneath. And it was a little scary, I gotta be honest, and I had to kind of hold my capsules back. But I got kind of lucky with my extra yellow that they gave me, and I'm able to just place that underneath and do that there. And I also got lucky that I had 3 stars before the level actually finished. But that was due to probably my point boosting assistance and everything. So that was the hard level. The next level is not considered hard, so I didn't have any problems with it. And this is the one that I think Dr. Dolphin actually did help me on. Now I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you bring in Dr. Dolphin, but in some ways he was hindering my previous performances. But with this one, I think he actually did help. And the help really only comes in after all the viruses are gone, because after they're gone, he focuses on the shells and bombs and cannons next. And none of the crates or anything. So just right now he's kind of hitting the viruses, who don't really matter if I'm being honest. The main point of this level is to hit these cannons on the side whenever you can. You kind of have to hit them individually, and if you need to stack your way up to them or anything, go ahead and do that as quickly as you can before the level starts moving up anymore. But as you can see, I just kind of keep alternating back and forth, hitting this side and the other side, and then the cannons also hit some of the things underneath, so the shell starts going forward and everything. And just hitting this final red cannon on the side here. Now the shells have opened up the bottom, or the middle section for you, and now you're going to want to hit those red bombs in the middle. And then some more bombs open up. Just keep aiming for the bombs and they will hit the cannons for you. And now I only have like that one virus left, and after that it'll start. I think even before that, since the virus was covered up, it went for the cannon first. So in some ways it is helpful for the Dr. Dolphin to do that, because a lot of the times they're kind of surrounded on all sides until you clear everything else out. But with Dr. Dolphin, he hits them right away. So he can definitely be helpful in this level, just because he clears out one specific spot in the map. Now other characters do the same thing and do it a better job of it too. So just kind of be mindful of who you bring in. Don't bring in Dr. Dolphin just because he helped me, because he's not all that special for any of these stages really. But once you hit that final bomb, everything else just kind of clears itself out. Now it kind of looks like I don't have enough points or anything. I might have gotten super close with the point values, but yeah, I think I was pretty close actually to not getting 3 stars. But I think I got just enough and everything, and we're able to clear it out. Now I do like I think just one more character opening after this. And after this I'm not going to do any more. This is the final character opening if that's all you're interested in. And I do believe I do get a doctor from this. But it's not a doctor I care about anymore, and that is Dr. Baby Wario, who will be in the next video, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.